Yes, sir. Now, today, we're going to be talking about the Damar Hamlin mystery. What's going on with Damar Hamlin? Are we at the hands of a Scooby-Doo mystery where there is an imposter that we need to unmask? You feel me? Let's dive in, man. Let's see what's going on, man. Let's just recap first about the whole situation, right? With Damar Hamlin, who wore the number 3, collapsing on 3-date numerology, January 2nd. Now, Damar Hamlin was also born in the month of March, which happens to be the 3rd month of the year. Now, remember that picture that everybody took where all the players were kneeling except for Neil, who wore the number 33. Now, this is a clear indicator that this was a Masonic ritual, right? And you can also see the picture above. This is the brethren kneeling at prayer around the grave of Hiram Abiff, the widow's son. And this is exactly what is being depicted, right? You see this guy right here? You see this guy right here on the stretcher? He's depicted as being dead, right? And this is exactly what these players are doing, all kneeling around this player. This was a Masonic ritual in front of everybody, and what confirmed it was the number. The player with the number 33 happens to be the only person standing up. And this whole situation is revolved around the number 3 and the number 33, right? With Hamlin's last name equaling 33. They even made it a point to say that Damar Hamlin's toy drive fundraiser has received over $3.3 million. Why they couldn't just say over 3 million? But see, they made it a point as the news came out on the 3rd that he topped $3.3 million. Obviously, by now, it's way more than that. But at the time, they made it a point to not just say over 3, but 3.3. They're telling you that this was a Masonic ritual, right? Even the Buffalo Bills themselves have been posting on their Instagram. As you can see, this player's jersey is rolled up. And this person that's wearing the number 33 is the one that's being highlighted. See, they don't want you to pay attention to this guy's jersey. So he has his rolled up. And then we have this guy with the number 33 back at it and doing it all for 3. And then here goes Damar Hamlin in the comments. Somebody got to throw that 3 on for me. This whole thing is a ritual right in front of your face, right? Even the game after Damar Hamlin collapsed, the next game, what a Cinderella story, right? Because was it the first play of the game that the Buffalo Bills returned a kick for a touchdown, and it happened to be 3 years and 3 months since the last kickoff return. What a Cinderella story. Look, somebody even in the comments said Stan Lee reincarnated as an NFL scriptwriter. This is nothing but a script, man. This is nothing but a script, man. But come on, right? Because now we proceed into the other events that have transpired in this situation, right? With number 3, Damar Hamlin in the hospital. So here, you know, we get a picture of Hamlin. We can at least see his eyes, his nose, his eyebrows to be able to confirm that, yes, indeed, this is the gentleman, Damar Hamlin, right? You know, he's plugged up, hooked up. I don't see any of the machines turned on, though. Lobo, shout out to Lobo. He did make that observation where I noticed. I'm like, damn, none of the machines are turned on, but you know, just interesting, just some interesting things, right? Moving on to the moment, the question at hand, right? This is the situation that has sparked the question of the people, right? And now he returns to the next game, bundled up, wearing a big ass puffy coat, hood on, sunglasses, mouth covered up. Nobody else is in this fashion, right? And then he proceeds to throw up the Illuminati pyramid, the 666. I'm gonna play the video for those of y'all that haven't seen it, right? And keep in mind that this is a heated box that he's inside, right? So he can't say he cold. So what other reason would he have to cover himself up in this manner? See, you don't want people to question, but you giving the ammo. You're literally giving the ammo. What's so hard about him just speaking or just showing his face real quick? See, you're amplifying this. You're amplifying this situation because it's very easy to just put him in an interview and speak to the people, or just simply just show his face. But come on, right?
That's it right here. What a scene! Oh,
right, throwing up the 666.
That's his sign.
That's his sign. Covered up. Who knows if that's even him? But here he is giving you the signs and symbols. Look, signs and symbols rule the world. Signs and symbols, and then you see it, and then you seen the CBS, the all-seeing eye, come on right after that. So now Damar Hamlin proceeds to even go further amidst all the theories that are out there about him. You know, instead of deciding to comment to the millions of people that are worried about him, you know, genuinely worried about him, genuinely thinking that this situation is is what they say it is. Instead of, you know, saying something to them, acknowledging the fans, the first thing he comes back and does, takes a picture in front of the Masonic bricks, in front of a mural of him, and says, quote unquote, clone. That's what he decides to do first. Instead of acknowledging all the millions of fans, you want to point everybody's attention towards this when you are the one that's creating this situation. People genuinely have questions. What's wrong with questioning things? You could have simply answered that question by, you could have did just like you did with this caption. You could have put clone and then showed your face, but you said clone and then you proceeded to cover your face again. You could have easily debunked these theories that's going on about you, but you proceed to string it on even more. So at this point, we have two options here. Either the real Damar DeRozan, Damar Hamlin, the real Damar Hamlin is gone, or number two, this is bait. Either number two, this is bait, right? Because we do know that they are actually cloning people, but this situation right here could be bait to get everybody to say that he's a clone. Then later on, they gonna bring him back and say, haha, look at everybody, look at y'all so stupid, look at y'all conspiracy theorists, and then make everybody look bad that's truth seeking, right? So this could be two things, bro. This could be two things, because it's just crazy the media coverage that this situation is getting. ESPN is talking about him being a body double. TMZ is entertaining the idea of him being a body double. It's too much coverage going on about him being a body double. So, like I said, it's two things. They could be using fish bait right now, or he could actually be deceased, right? But just some interesting things, right? Even on his Instagram, currently has 118 posts where him in front of that same mural is the 118th post when clone and death both equal 118 and Latin/Jewish. So what's really going on in this situation? Because he even returned to that same mural. I'm just bringing in I'm bringing in all the evidence, and then y'all can make y'all minds up by how y'all perceive all the evidence. But I have to bring everything forth, right? Because he then came back to that same mural in different clothes, still bundled up, and took another picture. So is he trolling? What's going on, man? What's going on? He could easily put an end to all of this talking right now by just simply showing his face. So why isn't he doing it? These are the questions we have to ask. Why isn't he doing something that's so simple? Just turning on your camera, going Instagram live, and just showing your face. So it's either they're feeding off of this, they want you to think he's a clone. They want this, they like this talk that's going on. Either they want motherfuckers to talk about this, so later they can try to prove everybody wrong and make everybody look stupid, or he's actually a clone, and that's why they hide, and that's why he's hiding his face, because he's actually a clone or a body double, whatever makes you comfortable. I know the word clone just makes everybody just it's something in their brain just get the malfunctioning when you say the word clone. But yeah, it's either one of those two things, man. It's either one of those two things. And somebody also made a good comment as well and said, is that really Damar? He's so covered up, it's challenging to say. The mainstream media says that you're on oxygen, right? This is why they say he's being bundled up. They said he's on oxygen. Well, when I was in medicine, the patient carried small tanks of O2. Something isn't adding up. I don't see no damn tank. They say he's on oxygen. He looked like he can barely breathe. With all that damn shit on. Can't breathe out his mouth, but he's on oxygen. You supposed to be able to breathe through your nose and your mouth. Got his mouth bundled up, mouth open, mouth closed up, nose. He got the mask all the way up to his nose. The nigga look like he not getting no oxygen, but he's on oxygen. So it's so many things that's not adding up in this situation, man. It's so many things, man. It could really go both ways. And when I was looking, I was trying to find the video of the ambulance, right, carrying him off. And I came across this video of how first responders saved Damar Hamlin. And in the thumbnail, they put in quotations, he died on the field. Right, of course, CBS, the All CNI Network, is the one that's posting this, right, with the number 6, right, dead in the thumbnail, channel 6, right. Of course, the comments are turned off, so nobody can come together and really talk about this and discuss this. They do say that they resuscitated him twice, so he actually did pass away on the field. But it's just interesting that they decide to put those choices of words in that thumbnail like that, and allow people to take it out of context. So is that truth in plain sight? Is that them putting the truth right in front of you, that he indeed did pass away on the field? So these are the questions, man. These are the questions we have to ask, right? Let's see how they further approach this situation. That will show us what's really going on. Now, this is how I'm gonna end this statement, because I know I just gave y'all two options, right? So this is how I'm gonna end it. This is how I'm looking at this situation. Now, if they carry this on, they never show the man, they gonna have to show him at some point. They can't keep going on and just covering his face forever, because at some point he's going to recover. He's going to make a full recovery. Right? So sooner or later, they're going to have to show his face. Now, if he looks different, if there's some deficiencies, motherfuckers get the putting pictures side by side and shit ain't adding up, there goes your answer. But if he come back, they reveal him and everything is everything, then they was just playing on us from the very beginning. It was all just a play, right? To make the conspiracy theorists look bad. You see what I'm saying? So it's either two ways. So we gonna have to see how they play it. That's how we gonna have to judge it. It's how they play it from here on out. Because they gonna have to reveal dude. They gonna have to at some point. What are they gonna say? Oh, Damar Hamlin has retired from the NFL just for a way to get his ass up out the spotlight. You hear me? They gonna have to do something. I don't know. They might be panicking right now. They might really be panicking right now. Like, what do we do? What do we do? Like, sooner or later, like, we gonna have to show this nigga. He gonna have to say words. He gonna have to speak. So, hey, man, I'm not making my judgment right now. I'm providing the facts. I'm providing everything that's out, and I'm watching them. I want to see how they act now, because something's gonna have to be done. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this situation. Y'all let me know how y'all perceive this. With that being said, man, appreciate y'all for the love. Appreciate y'all for the support. And I'm out.